You may wonder how I do dishes and stuff while I'm at my camper, because I don't have water right now. So what I do is I take this jug and I get that filled with water, and very simple. I have my old sink and I just kind of wash my dishes here, and I use something else to put clean water in. Right now I'm using my air fryer container. So that's what I'm doing right now, is my dishes. Where it's just me, it's really not a lot of dishes. But I made pasta the other day, and what I did was I made the whole thing of pasta, because then I portion it out. So I made fettuccine alfredo, and I had a broccoli, so I put the broccoli in it. And then I had a couple of pork chops, cooked them in the air fryer, and cut them up. Ooh, there goes my plate. Cut them up and put them in the fettuccine alfredo. So it's like a pork fettuccine alfredo. I also had a can of baby corns, so I divided them up into my little containers with that. So that is how I am doing meals. I mean, I could go cook at the house at Pam's, but or I'm gluten-free and stuff. It can be hard having meals with people that aren't celiac, because you have to be careful about what to eat, what's in it. I'm also allergic to mushrooms, so there's that. So this is also my little hand washing station. I have a towel to wash my hands, and so yeah, this is what I've been doing. I'm just gonna switch the camera, see if I can, because I mean the house is right there, so it's not like this is my only option right now. This is just what I'm choosing to do. I mean, yeah, I can go over to Pam's for potty breaks and stuff too. Sometimes walking that far, for me at my age, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna make it anymore. And so I just pop squat outside, because why not? Not like anyone's gonna see me where I go. And so yeah, that's what I've been doing. And this camp jug full of water does me for the week for what I use it for, coffee. And there's still not that much left in it. I'm just filling up my kettle. So I do have power cord running from the house, which is great. So temporary power. Oh, I'm just gonna get up. So yeah, and then I have this little thing that was inside my camper when I got it, and I've been just kind of using it as a step and something to set my dishes on for when I'm drying them. But I kind of neglected doing my dishes for a couple days, so they kind of piled up a little bit. I mean, not a lot. I mean, really, it's one plate, 2 bowls, and 2 containers that were filled with fettuccine alfredo. So, really, not bad. And so yeah, it's a simple life, And that's what I was going for. I find it satisfying and peaceful. And so yeah, I'm going to flip it. You can kind of see better my setup. I don't know if I'm keeping that sink. I might get rid of it. But my toilet is now over here. What I was doing was just popping my butt on that towel and squatting to pee there. And I have a bag, which I use for my toilet paper. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Here's my junk pile. It's growing and growing and growing. But yeah, I still have to fix my window. I have a few broken windows. The glass and that's broken, but for now the tuck tape will work. Hopefully next trip I can get some more done to the point where I can take out a few of the windows, reseal, and put better glass in. So this is from my bathroom. I may keep this sink because it's a stainless steel sink, and really that would be big enough for my kitchen sink. I could use that. This is wood that came from the bathroom that's actually good, and just gotta be careful walking around. So what I did today, this was the bathroom. I just covered where the toilet was because the valve's open right now and I don't want any critters coming up through the night. I am going to shut the valve, but this was the bathroom cabinet. So yeah, so this is what I did today. I took out the wall, the door frame, the sink, the toilet, the shelves, the cabinet door. I'm going to wait to take the cabinet out because it's attached to the wall that's between my bedroom, and I'm going to leave this wall until I do this section. As long as I have my bedroom, I can stay in here while I'm renovating my paint collection. Next trip, I'm hoping to take out this section. Art and Sean are going to be nice enough to take that fridge and put it in their workshop for me. I mean, then they can use it in the workshop if they want while I'm not here, and workshops usually open because Art's in there working, so as long as he's in there working, I can get access to my fridge anyway. But yeah, it's a mess in here, construction materials, but I thought too, I'm gonna save that wood because this is good wood right here. This is decent wood, and I may be able to use it for shelving or something. I really hate throwing things out that can be useful. I mean, this looks like good wood, but it's really thin, and when I reconfigure this, I'm probably going to be using 2x4s or 1x3s. I think that's what those are down here. That's what I'm using in my floor anyway. But these walls are not load bearing, as I've discovered. The little flap on my phone keeps folding over my camera. Sorry. So yeah, they're not load bearing. So I took them out. That one is almost out. It's just the top that's attached, and this side here, because on the other side of that is a cabinet. So I have to delicately take this wall away from this cabinet because I would like to save this cabinet. If the walls are still good on this side, then I don't want to take them off. I'll just paint over them and patch them. Like over by that window, that's where there was water damage. So yeah, and you have to be careful when you're renovating. Like I had to unhook my power to demo this wall, and be very careful. So when you're working, you just have to mind everything around you. But yeah, the next section of floor that needs to be framed out, and then I can insulate this section and that section. Ends right here. That's the line right there. So this all has to come out. This all has to come out, all the flooring. There is insulation under there, so I'm going to take that up. We'll see what the framing's like, but I have a feeling I'm just going to end up ripping it out because there was water damage there, so it's probably soft too. I mean, right here, soft spot. That's why I put my old cutting board here, because I don't want to go through the floor. This is my messy bedroom. But yeah, I'm going to be able to stay in here. I'm trying to keep, the cabinet doors and stuff because they are still good. There's no mold. They're painted and they're decent, and I think they're pine. Not 100% on that because they're painted. Can't tell. I'm not good with recognizing my wood types. But anyway, that's what's going on. I have a feeling I'm going to be taking a lot of stuff back with me next month. Like anything that could freeze, because soon we are in frost advisory right now. I'm just going to flip you around so you don't have to look at all this disgusting mess, and it's a good thing you don't have smell-o-vision, because this today, oh, it was disgusting. This was gross. I mean, there was some stuff, let's just say, under that toilet that, I almost threw up a few times. But also, once this is out, this will be all open, and then I can take these walls down, and then I won't be staying in here anymore because I'll have to work on the floor here. Then I'll be staying inside the main house that Pam and her hubby own, and thinking about what I want to do. Do I want to keep the plumbing for the bathroom there? Am I going to put that toilet back? We did discover there is a gray water tank, after all, underneath here. So that could be a good thing, it could be a bad thing. We don't know right now. We're not to the plumbing aspect of it. Once we get the framing in, then we can discuss what I want to do, because that's something I'm going to need help with. I'm going to have to ask people, probably Art, Pam's hubby, what the best course of action may be with my plumbing. I mean, it makes sense to keep the existing plumbing where it is, instead of reconfiguring it. But I do have a shower tub base that I want to install, because I'm going to eventually get a tankless water heater. So that will need to have a drain. And I'm going to take my bathroom sink and use it in my kitchen, because really it's just me here. It's not like I'm going to have a big dinner party in this camper. And I mean, I'm doing dishes outside, so a little sink is all I need. I mean, one plate, one bowl, one fork, one knife, one spoon. And I'm one of those people that I often clean my dishes as I'm cooking. So it makes sense to just keep the small sink. Well, I spend more money on a sink I don't need, right? That could go towards countertops or the tankless water heater or a wood stove or something. So once this is all gutted, then I can kind of look around and think about where I want to put everything. Like, do I want to keep the original plan? What do I want to use for my bathroom, my kitchen, my dining room, my living space, my bedroom? I mean, it'd be nice to have a bigger bedroom because I don't like my feet facing a door. And like the other side's here, and what I would my bed to face down there. And so I could look at all of my beautiful house. It's just like I have my chair down there, and I like to just look down this hallway. Sometimes I can just look outside. It's beautiful. And yeah, because my camper is going to be moved into its permanent spot. So the question is, how do I want to have it set up? Like, both of the doors are on the same side of the camper because that's how they're built. And since it's a 26-foot camper, I have 2 doors because it's a big camper and it's a safety thing. So the question is, where am I going to put everything? There's plumbing here already. That was for the bathroom sink. There's some plumbing here that was connected to the toilet. Let me just show you. Gross. Anyway, just so no critters come up. And there's plumbing here from the kitchen sink. I mean, there's pipes here from the furnace that I'm probably gonna also take out. I believe they'll have to come out from outside. So the question is, do I want to keep the plumbing here? What I am thinking, which is actually my original plan for the bathroom. This is built so that it goes on like a wall here and here and here. So that is your surround for your tub. It's also built that this part goes over where the wheel is. That's why it's a funny shape. If I was to put it on the other side, I would have to flip it the other way and it would have to go where the toilet was. The only thing about putting it over here is that I need to put a drain. But also, if I put it here, and then I put my kitchen sink here, I can shorten up this plumbing where I do have a gray water tank. It is right under here. And then I could put my tankless water heater on the back wall here, use it for my shower and for my hot water for my sink that's going to go here. So that's what I'm thinking. As for toilet, I really don't know. This plumbing could probably go in the case that I'm going to use this side for my shower and sink here, because if you look right there is the wheel. So I could run the plumbing to go here from under there. There's also the propane line for the oven. And then the other thing is the electrical panel is also on this side. So there's multiple factors to consider, but I think once this whole section in the middle is completely gutted, we'll have a better perspective. And I'm very thankful that Pam and her hubby and her son help me when they can. I know they're very busy and got their own things on the go. So, like, when they're not busy, I ask questions. Art will come over and take a look, and we'll talk shop, and then figure out like a plan or see what may work the best. Because if you look too, there's also these pipes. This phone. There's also pipes here, and that's like for airflow in case of, you know, build up from carbon monoxide or whatever. There's also one here. So what do I do? And, you know, there's a window here, so I don't know. I was thinking of just making this a tiny little shower, and if I do get a toilet, I do have an incinerating toilet, but to have that, I would need a better electrical panel, and I would probably have to run it off the grid. And I don't want to be on the grid. So there's that. So I'm contemplating selling the incinerating toilet for what I bought it for, you know. And I know a lot of people are into them. They're great for cabins. So, and who knows, someone may already have a solar setup that can handle that on their panel. I thought about composting toilets. So yeah, there's lots to think about. I mean, I'm fine being outside, but in the winter, I'm not going to want to do that. Mind you, I'm not going to be here this winter. I need to have a permanent heat supply, and this whole place has to be insulated better. So there's things to think about, and I knew this was going to be probably more work than expected because, you know, nothing goes perfectly, and that's okay. It's a process, and I'm enjoying it. And yeah, it's a camper. It's an old camper. I could never afford my own house right now. With all my illnesses and stuff, I can't work a normal job. And that's the reality. And in today's economy and housing market, there's like nothing. I mean, even for people renting, there's like nothing. So, what do you do? I mean, there's tent cities. There's people living in tents in my county. There's people living in the woods. There's people in the city living in tents. I mean, it's a housing crisis, period. So, with the economy the way it is, and jobs and housing, I'm thankful that I do have this place. I'm going to have to save up more money for the big ticket items, and that's okay. Where I'm not going to stay in it this winter, and I wanted to be in it by September, which is now, but that's just not how it works. It was a goal wasn't met, so you make a new goal, you make a new plan. There's more damage than we thought, but I mean, it's unbeknownst to us, unbeknownst to people that sold it to us, so we deal with things as they come. I'm just gonna keep on keeping on. I'm still enjoying it. I do have my frustrating moments. Yesterday was one of those days. I have MS. I probably mentioned that a million times. So with my MS, I generally relapse in fall, or I have like little mini relapses where the side effects and symptoms don't last longer than 24 to 48 hours. If they go over 48 and 72 hours, then it is a relapse, which means I have an active lesion in my brain. Currently I have, I think it's 14 or 15 lesions in my brain and one in my spinal cord. So yesterday I woke up and I was very achy, never thought anything of it. I got up and I was a little off kilter, but right now my hands are good. Yesterday it was like this, and my whole body felt like that, and that's what happens when I have tremors. So yesterday was almost a write-off. I did some things and I would stop, and I would do some things and I would stop. And the thing is where I'm demoing this myself and trying to renovate it mostly myself, it's a lot of work. And it's a lot of work for people generally, and it's more work for someone that has health concerns. They say people with MS have it 10 times harder than a normal person would. So I don't know. The fatigue kicks in and then I'm just done for. And then I can't think straight. My balance goes wonky. I start walking funny like I'm drunk, but I'm not drunk. It's too bad. But so yeah, sometimes I just can't do it, and I deal with it. So yeah, it's pretty exciting though. I mean, I can lay here and kind of just see it in my eyes, in my mind, in my mind eye, my mind eyes. I don't know. I can just imagine what it's gonna look like. And I just hope my vision is going to be what it looks like. I mean, there might be changes along the way, like the whole layout thing. I'm just still thinking about it. How do I want things? Maybe I want my bedroom where the living room is. Maybe I should put my kitchen where, I don't know. It's just, there's so much to think about. You can pretty much do anything. When you gut the entire camper, it really leaves it wide open, literally, for how you want your place to be. It's 26 feet long, 8 feet wide. How do you want it to be configured? And also, you know, you got little mini skylights almost. So I think about that too, and how I'm going to reframe it. I don't know. There's a lot to think about. A lot of work. So I'm getting there. We're getting there. The camper's getting there. Anyway, that's it. My lovely people, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I wish you happiness and joy and luck and love. Oh, I forgot to tell you, a crowbar came back and whacked me in the face when a piece of wood broke. The crowbar went back. So I demoed the bathroom. I was like, that's what you get. But I hope you have a lovely morning, noon, evening. Find a good thing in every day, because there's always something good. I mean, we focus on the bad because bad things usually make us react a lot more deeply, and it hurts. So that's why. But there's always something better to think about and get yourself out of that hole. I mean, yesterday, yeah, it was a dark day, but I'm like, you know what? I'm having a day. My body is telling me I need to stop. So I did. Anyway, peace, love, and light. Take care.